The real reason why they can't face you will blow your mind. Have you ever found yourself staring at your phone, waiting for that one message that never seems to come? Or maybe you've been thinking about someone who has been distant, elusive, or even outright avoiding you. At times, it might feel like they just don't care. But what if there's something deeper at play? What if the real reason they can't face you is something you'd never expect? The emotional barrier they can't cross. It's easy to jump to conclusions when someone pulls away, especially if you're emotionally invested. We think the problem lies in us or the situation, but the truth is, the person who can't face you might actually be struggling with their own emotional turmoil. And it's this inner battle that holds them back when emotions become overwhelming. They can trigger a defense mechanism that causes people to retreat. It's not about you, but about their fear of facing the emotions they've built up inside. They may feel unworthy, scared, or ashamed of the emotions you stir in them. For some, confronting you means confronting their own vulnerability. And vulnerability is terrifying. The fear of rejection, of being hurt, or of being misunderstood can be so paralyzing that it seems easier to just keep their distance. The more real the connection between you, the more intense the pressure they feel to be perfect or to not mess up. In their mind, facing you might mean facing their own insecurities. Insecurities they may not even know how to deal with yet. They can't handle the intensity of what they feel. Sometimes the feelings they have for you are so intense that it scares them. When emotions run deep, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, like you're drowning in your own heart. And when it comes to someone they care about, that intensity can be both beautiful and terrifying. This is especially true for those who may have been hurt before. If they've experienced betrayal or heartbreak in the past, they may carry emotional scars that make them hesitant to open up again. Seeing the potential for something real with you forces them to confront those unresolved issues. The last thing they want is to hurt you or be hurt themselves, so they choose avoidance as a way to protect both you and themselves. The fear of being too much or not enough. Another common reason they can't face you is a fear of inadequacy. Maybe they believe they're not enough for you, whether it's not being smart enough, successful enough, or emotionally stable enough. They start to convince themselves that you deserve more than they can give. They wonder if they'll disappoint you, or worse, push you away with their own struggles. It's heartbreaking because, in truth, these thoughts are often rooted in deep insecurity. They may not see the value they bring to the table, or they might feel like they're unworthy of your affection. It's not that they don't care or don't want to be close to you. It's that they fear that closeness might reveal all the things they think are wrong with them. The cycle of overthinking and doubt. Overthinking is a common companion to emotional avoidance. If they care about you, every word, every glance, every action takes on monumental importance. They wonder if they're saying the right thing or doing the right thing. Should they text you first? Should they reach out? What if they say the wrong thing? The constant cycle of doubt can paralyze them, leading them to pull away instead of moving closer. They become trapped in their own head, unsure of how to act or what to say. In these moments, silence seems like a safe option because at least in silence, they're not risking anything. They need time to heal or find clarity. Sometimes, the reason they can't face you is simply because they're going through something they don't fully understand yet. They might be dealing with personal struggles, past trauma, or unresolved issues that prevent them from being able to fully engage with you. They know they need time to process their feelings, but they're too afraid to ask for that time, fearing it might push you away. They may have withdrawn not because of something you did, but because they need space to find clarity and heal. It's possible that they care deeply, but they need to work through their own internal conflicts before they can show up in a way that feels healthy for both of you. The hard truth, they don't want to lose you. Ironically, the hardest reason they may avoid you is the fact that they don't want to lose you. It sounds contradictory, but it's true. They're afraid that if they face you too soon or too directly, they'll mess it all up. They fear making a mistake that might push you away for good. They might not realize that pulling away could hurt you more than confronting their feelings would. They love you or at least care about you deeply, but they can't risk losing you by being vulnerable. or too honest with their emotions. In their mind, the safer option is to stay distant. Even if it means you're left in the dark about what's truly going on. Conclusion. The emotional complexity you didn't see coming. The reason they can't face you may be far more complex than you ever imagined. It's not about you, it's about the internal struggles they face within themselves. The fear of vulnerability, the weight of past wounds, and the overwhelming intensity of emotions can all contribute to this emotional distance, while it may be painful to understand. Recognizing this complexity might help you view the situation with more compassion for both yourself and for them. Love is rarely simple, and sometimes the most intense feelings are the hardest to confront. The next time they pull away or seem distant, remember, it's not necessarily a reflection of how they feel about you, but a reflection of the battles they're fighting within themselves. In the end, love requires patience, understanding, and a willingness to face the truth, no matter how difficult it may be. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks you for watching.